I'll wager nothing tastes as good as a good meal after some solid training. That sounds about right. I ate so much I feel like I'm gonna burst. Pardon me, Master Adam, sir. While I was giving out rations, I heard the soldiers talking. They were saying that Let Bridge still hasn't been repaired. Wait, still? We sent workers up there a while back. What's held them up? From what I hear, Goggles have been giving them no end of grief. I thought we'd preempted that too. Didn't we send enough guards? I must have underestimated the problem. These Goggles sound pretty tough. They're really not. I could see them being a handful in packs though, for your average soldier anyway. But those things are what destroyed the bridge in the first place. If we don't get that bridge repaired, it's going to seriously delay our going to and from the capital. How are Hugo and Aegean? I believe it may still be a while before they return. Great. Then let's go and wrap up this whole bridge affair before Hugo gets back. We'll set out early tomorrow morning. Okay? We'll help you with that. Actually, I might have to pass. Oh, what's wrong? Not feeling well. No, it's not that. It's just, I promised I'd make my special dish tomorrow. Forget about that! I'll get all the ingredients and what have you so you can focus on helping Master Adam. He needs you. There will be enough time to cook later after we get rid of the Goggles. We can celebrate the victory. We could really do with the help, Jin. All right then. Or you could just leave all that to me. I'll cook up a feast for the ages. No, you flippin' well won't! Okay then. Shall we clear out the monsters on Let Bridge like we discussed earlier? Where exactly is this bridge? A little ways down Rackham Moor. It's not too far. Let's just go and scout it out a bit. We're gonna have to let ourselves across! Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of the Golden Country. That is a long title! Last time, we made it to the Aletta region and got to see Adam's domain. Master of his own domain. This time, we got a few things going on back in the militia garrison. For after clearing, feeding an army... medical professional, Mungo, Saint Mungos. I don't know if it was intentional, but this was localized in Europe, so it probably was. I am but a humble retainer of Prince Adams. I am charged with providing medical care to the great army that resides in our beautiful province of Aletta. As you can imagine, I don't have enough staff for the job, nor indeed do I have enough stuff either. In particular, I'm running dangerously low on penicillin. It's a substance that can be gathered at the Tirkin Cliff colony. I tried to send strong-looking militia soldiers to fetch it. Alas, those Urians are so reckless. There's no talking to them. You are aware how to fight, how their fighting style involves self-inflicted cuts? Well, because of that, in the end, I wound up using more penicillin than those fools could bring back. It was a complete disaster, let me tell you. And so, to make a long story short, I'd be most grateful if you could find the time to help me out of this bind. We're hearing about the origins of Van Damme style of fighting that were passed down through Orions from all this time ago, where they essentially could become superhuman by impaling themselves with their weapons. This is a fun way to bring back that concept of, that's awfully violent, but you get what I'm saying. I was happy that it wasn't just kind of a thing that came out of nowhere and like, you know, kind of was, or it wasn't just like a thing that was brought up in that so that they could save the day with it later in the main story. Not everything's gotta come back, you know? It can just be one of those things that is just allowed to be, and you can hear about the history of it in a prequel, and it doesn't have to do that. It's another example of why I think the early sections of Xenoblade 2 are a lot smarter than I think people give them credit for. I could have run through there, or I could go up here. Look at this view right up here. Man, just, it's amazing. I love this place so much. It's so... This is just like photography, the location. You can see the wing up there. You can see the tips. I like how there's little vegetation growing on the tips of the Titan's appendages there. It's a nice touch that goes a long way to just making this place feel big. It's such a wonderful field, and atmospherically it's relaxing. Have a listen.
This is becoming addictive.
Well, here we are.
I say we rest a bit. Who's in?
The music's probably gonna stop any second now. Or not.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Or yes. There it is.
Happy to oblige.
I hope that you're seeing one of the reasons that I think so highly of this. I want to point out how long we've been playing this, and there's still quite a bit to go. It's not wrapping up or anything within just a few hours or anything. This is very much its own game. It's not as long as the base game, of course, but I don't think it was ever expected to be. They could have absolutely charged more money for this than they did. It's such a good value in DLC. Electrosword. Oh, I think that's gonna be good for Adam. I think that actually gives him more auto attack than what he presently has, while not changing his element. Broken Turkin Spear, okay. I can't get behind you, but I can just barely not get my level 2 special. I want to do my level 2 special. Stutter step, stutter step, stutter step. Go! Just uppercut him with the sword. Surprisingly effective way to kill. Oh, crud. Bridget, Bridget, could you fix this? It's my fault for not switching. Yeah, this is why tanks always hate you in MMOs. Okay, gonna do this again. Give me your backside! I must stick things in it! Give me! Laura, come on out! I believe Jin wants to do driver combos as well. You're flying, so you might not topple easy. Oh no, you will, you will. You will. Break lasts a long time. Jin, come out! Yeah, let's switch. Miss.
Say, Laura, what do you do when the going gets tough?
Well, I suppose I start thinking about the people dearest to me.
Loved ones, huh? Solid plan.
Right. And after that, it's hard not to end up grinning like an idiot. You're coming with me, treasure.
Oh, Laura, you get me so much.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'll take those. Infinity Max Barrier, that's a good effect. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, good, I'm fine. Didn't suffer any consequence for my action. There are good collection points here. And, yeah, there's a slate piece over there. We're gonna have to clear this room out.
Got this.
I think. Just going for the campfire.
Aren't we intrepid?
This is one of the collection points that we have to get for the quest. I'll take this one too.
Becoming addictive.
Penicillin.
You're coming with me, treasure.
I think my parents played that joke on me when I was a kid where I had a rotten piece of bread and they're like, oh, don't worry about that, that's just a little penicillin. And I didn't know what penicillin was, so I'm like, oh, okay, and I started eating it. They're just like, no! Yeah, parents like screwing with me though, but I took everything so literally as a kid that frequently they would end up regretting giving me such literal things to do. Oh, God. No, I saw it coming, I got greedy. That's the thing about Swallow's Flight. It's good, but you're not doing that. Because Talon Arts cost you HP anyway, that's another reason why I like those HP minus effects, where whenever you have HP that is recoverable, you can do, oh, right, I can power up Adam, I didn't do that. Bridget wants to do her level 2 for a skill. Jin, you can come out and build up to your level 3 for another skill. Or just barely not. How am I dying so much? Come on! Bridget right there used her Talon Art, her Ring of Fire effect. I don't believe we've actually used that yet, so there it is in action, blue flames and everything. Pretty sure they're all blue flames, no matter who's using it. Cancel into that, and I've never seen one of those kill themselves before. Usually they stop at essentially an invisible wall right near the edge, and they never off themselves like when you're kind of hoping they will, yet he found a way. Guard me from the back. I guess that is a pretty big thing he's got in his back. Switching back to Laura. Tyrkin, thankfully, aren't really known for their health. Yeah, he's dead. Easy. Level up for Laura.
It looks like I'm on dinner duty tonight. Does anyone have any requests?
Ooh, do something meaty.
Understood. Steamed vegetables it is.
Jin, I thought you were cooking your special dish tonight. What are you accepting input for?
This is becoming addictive.
I'll take this. I'm pretty sure that's good stuff for cooking. A lot of like platinum shroom. Yes. Okay, that's good for a recipe on Jin. Definitely want that. I was pretty sure that that was available somewhere in this field. I just wasn't quite sure where. But me, I know my field. I go with my gut, and I knew that I would find it somewhere. Down here is a level 25 unique monster with 2 Rogals that attack alongside him. Let's roll for initiative before I do this. I'm gonna take the free art at the start of the fight with Laura. This won't up her power that much because of Swallow's Flight. I'm mainly grabbing this because I want this eye patch effect in the form of an ability later. And Adam, he could take increased critical damage with me focusing on critical hits so much. Out of everything you've got, I like this best.
More to add to my repertoire.
An item that Jin can make is a rich platinum bonbon, raising art recharge by 0.2 each second.
Taste it.
Best one that we've seen yet, and I can even make 2 of them.
Ready.
Mithra can make the spicy scorpion cookie, giving a 0.1.
Maybe I missed a step?
And I'll make some ascension waffles while I'm at it.
Spice, right?
It also happens to be a good thing that we came
Maybe I
back,
missed a step?
because we have a new fireside chat that I was not aware of. We don't know Malos's location right now, and we'll have a little time until Hugo gets back. We'll have to take care of those Gogles so that the repairs for Let Bridge can continue. You're right. We should make that our immediate objective. So, these Gogles, are they tough? One of the fiercest species in this area, for sure. I bet if I got serious with them, they'd fold in no time. Hey, be serious. If you really went at it, you'd probably destroy what's left of the bridge. Hey, that's not true. Well, okay. Maybe it is true. You would blast it right off into the horizon. Let Bridge is a vital link to the capital. You can't really get in or out without it. So we've really got to get rid of those Gogles. But I'll have to ask you to go a little easy on him, Mithra. Yeah, whatever. I think Tyrkin can at least inflict break. I could be wrong. I think Affinity Max Barrier could be nice. Laura, I want you to eat that. The Ascension Waffles are about to run out, but I have more. You have special recharge on. Oh, we had a new skill.
Can't afford to fall behind.
I was making sure that I was doing all this. I didn't open these yet.
I feel my power surging.
He wants to do his level 1 25 times. And he wants to do 150 critical hits. You sure are demanding, old Ginny boy. I love how looking at this, you can see that Tyrkin civilization has advanced not 1 iota in 500 years.
I guess they had backup.
The great thing about this Tyrkin Cliff colony is once all the treasure troves have been cleared out, all you gotta do is climb. And the enemies just leave you the heck alone. Freeing you up to just jump down here, refight this thing as many times as you wish. Not that I've refought it or anything. Nope, we're doing this one.
Suppose I'd better get my act together. I'll help myself to another.
Could be useful stuff in here, actually. Large old machine, can't do anything with that. Big old barrel, what do you go?
Don't worry.
I think Aegean had that
the
skill.
way to success.
Ugh,
Aren't we
yikes.
intrepid?
Wow, the first time Aegean actually meant something from a progression
Suspense is
perspective.
killing me.
Give me topple resist.
These guys
We're on our own, aren't we? Let's go! Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. He's blocking a treasure trove. If we can get to that stuff, you can bet it's probably good. I hope I'm not wrong about that because I've been wrong about that very topic. No, no, no! I know that I've beaten this before. I know I have beaten this before. Don't tell me I...
Okay, look. You make that mistake twice, and we're done here.
Mithra. Okay, these things respawn. You can get them again. Maybe I do need to fight one of these again. See what I mean about not needing to worry about grinding for Hayes' skill? These parole Tyrkin are everywhere. The crappy thing about this is the fact that I can't get accessories onto Hugo to have an effect on Bridget so that she starts the battle with aggro. She just kind of has to do. Get away from me, please. No. They can res me, right? Okay, I'm back up. Good. Bridget, you desperately need to do an aggro grab. You can't switch, so you can't heal in the traditional sense. That's a problem. Alright, let's try this. Adam is dead. How did I do this before? What? Bridget got a skill from that gong show.
I will make full use of this skill.
At least you get stronger the longer you stay alive. I have chosen to give Bridget Arts Heal. She is fighting by herself. I think that sounds a lot better. She's got Arts Heal and Outdoor Attack up. Playing as Bridget it is. This way, we start with aggro on the one that we care about. I can get up to the specials that I care about. It's just gonna be a lot easier to keep things under my control this way. And with Art's Heal, that raises our survivability. I hope. Okay, all got on me. All got. This is not good. This is not good. How the hell did I do this before? Going for Jin anyway. Do something that is within your role, please. Thank you. Go, go, go. Okay, good. We actually killed one. It came at the cost of Hayes' life, but semantics. You know, it's fine. Give me that. I'll take aggro up. No! She popped! What? I didn't know I would play a sound effect for her landing on it. The base game doesn't do that.
It is an honor.
Just she gets knocked off by a bird hitting her in the face, and she goes down onto the Titans.
You can rely
Oh
on
God,
me to
I
aid you.
snorted. Help.
It has us in its sights. To arms!
I have to say, she looks pretty elegant while she's falling. I wonder, should I use the lure card? Okay, throw a rock at that guy. These two attack together, but not with the unique. We have found the strats. All right, all right. Switch to Team Laura. This might be the first fight, I hope, where we can take advantage of that switch damage on Jin super, super well. We've not yet gotten a chance to see that in full action, and I've been dying to try it. Yo, cool, we started the battle by punching him in the face. We definitely have the initiative. Go, 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 all right. So, a thing that, I guess with us fighting with Bridget so much, I could mention this. Another thing that caught me by surprise my first time through was the fact that we didn't get our game where Morardain was the bad guys. With Morardain being this emerging power and them being involved in wars and stuff at the beginning, I thought that was the direction that things were gonna take, where we would get to see Morardain actually be the villains, and that this Hugo guy was gonna be somewhat of a rival for us throughout this journey. Kind of a minor antagonist who maybe wanted the credit for taking down Malos and making things more difficult to process. I was kind of glad that that wasn't the direction they went after getting to see how adorable of a guy Hugo was. But it still would have been interesting, I think. Laura is down. I was getting a little bit too happy with my attacking there. It's okay though, we'll get back up, Good, thank you. All right, go for aggro down. Not that I have much of it right now anyway. Punch, punch. And we can do that. And Jin can come in and finish the blade combo. And I guess Adam can get rezzed at some point or another if we really want to. Oh, he's got Elemental Awakening! Oh, that's awkward! I might need to do Inexhaustible on Jin here, if I can. I did say if I can. Oof.
There's no time to delay. But still, we need a new strategy.
Sooner or later, I will level up enough skills to be able to do this! Laura got a level up, and Hayes even got another skill.
I'll have to show this off for Lady Laura.
Speaking of Hayes, guess who I wasn't using at all in that fight when we were in desperate need of healing?
I really don't know what I'd do without you, Laura.
Okay, Hayes, it is officially your time to shine. We're going to need your services now. Cancel into that. Good. Good start. I like having that art as my first one available. Don't like how often you move around, though. That's been kind of a pain. Punch, punch, kick. We'll go for the break. I don't get it. Don't get any breaks. Gonna switch to Hayes. Go for the heal. I need to do her level 2 special for a skill, so we'll knock that out while we're at it. Okay. We'll heal and attack. Good. Switch back over to Laura. Get our health back. Yeah. Oh, Adam, what the hell happened? Adam, what the hell happened? It was doing so. You suddenly had. Did you fall off the cliff? Did you get pushed off? That happens from time to time. I could go for a. No, I need a heal. I desperately need to heal Adam. Go for it. Yes. And then we'll do a. No, I don't think the self heal will do much. Nope, that doesn't really do anything. We'll go for Celadon Whirlwind. B. He's got knockback. That might be able to push him off the cliff if he stands in the right spot. Not gonna bank on it, but still good to know. Give me that. I'm gonna switch back over to Jin because we got our break just about ready for his topple to go. Go for it. No, not getting it. I could keep cutting my HP to do that, but I'm trying to play it a little safer this time just because I know what I'm up against. He's got an Elemental Awakening incoming too. Let's go for it once and then switch immediately even if we don't get it. Oh, I got it. Yeah. Come on. Go. I'm not doing blade combos. Let's go. Whoa! What?
This power for the glory of more.
Pyro Greatsword Tempest. Oh, he dropped a lot of good stuff. I didn't even put on Adam's sword before that fight.
Good
Let's
work,
do that
everyone.
now before I forget a third
I'm
time.
all adventured out.
Let me know if you want to rest.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess we could have enhanced our arts a little bit. I'll do that before I
Watch
forget.
for this one later.
I didn't realize how much we
I'm
were
getting
raking this
sharper,
stuff in.
keener.
Adam, you want your launch
I can
art?
keep on going, especially at this rate.
We'll get that.
I can keep on going.
Good.
Especially at this rate.
And accessories. Electro Greatsword. Oh, that's exactly... Never mind, it was the exact same thing you had. It didn't increase your damage at all. The Pyro Greatsword is the exact same weapon, but it is fire elemented. I've brought up why I don't like changing elements that much. The Gloom Braid is dark element, having the exact same effect as her Blazing Braid. She has a Thunder Braid. None of these have better effects, so these weapons didn't really matter at all. The only thing I was missing out on was leveling up my arts. Oh, yikes.
Polished to a high
Jin was
standard.
in desperate need of this. I'll take level 3 on Chill Stroke to play off of his whole back attacking thing, and I'll take Star Slash.
This power is for you.
Hayes was doing all
I knew
right.
the practice would pay off.
Wasn't missing out on that much.
I'll keep giving it my all. I knew the practice would pay off.
Healing Art's good. Mithra had all level 2s. You can do critical damage.
More power for me.
I think I'll actually just save up for another level of that and not spend any more of it. Bridget had all
My
level
flame
1s on her
burns ever
arts.
brighter. Strength can't be earned through sheer. Strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Take Heat Haze.
Strength can't be earned through sheer
And I think I'll
force.
save up the rest. Okay, so what all do we get from beating you? Because you also were guarding this treasure trove. It contains Machine Hunter 2 and Machine Hunter 2. I don't know about you, but 500 years in the past, I wasn't seeing a lot of giant fighting robots. Not feeling that one. Not really feeling that one. Sometimes skip travel doesn't make sense. Sometimes you just want to walk around and take in the grass and have a grassy Yankee Candle burning in the background just to make the atmosphere. And you'll notice there's treasure troves hidden out of sight.
This is killing me.
Thank dog we can open this. Gimme. Wind defense up, but a lot of money. Oh, Mungo, old buddy, old pal. I say, is that penicillin in your pocket, or... Oh, it is? Well, color me impressed. You brought it all back, and not so much as a scratch on any of you. Exceptional work, anyway. I really wish those militia lads would learn some things from all y'all. It'd make my life easier, at least. But perhaps I shouldn't be comparing simple foot soldiers with great heroes of your kind. In any case, I thank you for your help. This should keep us going for a while. I don't mind saying I know a guy named Mungo, especially when he's this kind of fungo-mungo. We can now collect penicillin whenever we like, getting a new type of collectible.
Always happy to put a smile on people's
He gives
faces.
3 turquoise chips and the recipe for resurrection perfume on Bridget. And wouldn't you know it, the resurrection perfume requires...
Let's see. What aroma
penicillin
do I desire?
and platinum shrooms. Another reason why those collectibles are good. I'll go back and collect those at the Turkin camp. Resurrection perfume.
I think I've done reasonably well.
Jin's recipe is far better for the platinum shrooms than that is. Absolutely it is, not even close.
My cooking will make...
Now, we're being deployed on our mission to deal with those Gogles and repair the bridge to get to the capital. As I do, I'm gonna stay silent and let you hear the way that the song kicks up just as you're breaking out into the field. The way that it starts up is my favorite thing about coming out here, and it's why I think the music fits it so well. I didn't have a good opportunity to really talk about it then, so I wanted to make sure that we, you know, got a chance to talk about it now. I can't target these guys. That is a specific trigger for a cutscene. Look, there's a bridge. I guess that's that bridge? It's certainly beset by monsters, and they look rather tough to boot. You think? They don't look like much to me. Well, our analysis doesn't change facts. The bridge is blocked. We've got to clear it. Don't let your guard down, everyone. Right next to these Gogles are Crabbles, if you still have not taken those out for Hayes' skill. These guys are kind of tough. Gogles are very hard-hitting. They can deliver a lot of damage in a single hit, even if they're kind of slow doing it. Every single hit from them will count. I'm pretty sure they can inflict stench. Make sure you're managing your aggro well. Crud, Laura's got the aggro. Speaking of which, I want my break art. Okay. Aggro down. Give me break. Got it. Jin, come out, boy. Level 3 special should do plenty with you, Topple. Woohoo! Oh, launch. Oh, jeez. So much for... Man, you're giving you guys a taste of your own medicine, just being all big on the single hit damage there. Jin wants to use his level 1 special a butt-ton of times for a skill. That's exactly how Jin would talk about it and how he would put it. I know him very well. Him and I are like brothers. Give me my level 1 again. I'm just gonna... Oh god, there's the... blow down from a fart. That's amazing. I know some people might think that that's a little bit too crude humor and all that doesn't fit, but I don't know. I think it's pretty great. Gogles are funny enemies.
We make such a wonderful... You and I.
Phew, we managed it, just about. Alright, they were a little tougher than I expected. I did think that you were underestimating them. At any rate, the restoration of the bridge can begin now. That's right. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Laura, when we get back to camp, what would you say to a little more training? Sure, but we only just finished fighting. That's exactly why I asked. If we don't temper Mithra's skills a tad, I'm somewhat apprehensive of the battles to come. Hey, wait a second, just what is that supposed to mean? I've noticed you're getting a little, well, careless, to be frank. You need to be more mindful or we'll never beat Malice. Careless? Mindful? Gee, thanks for the personal attack. Slow down there, what's gotten into you? Nothing's gotten into me. It doesn't matter how much we train, I'm not going to magically become more mindful. The end, let's go home. Why is she so angry? Da 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 da.
I think
it's like a heartwarming commercial break jingle in a family sitcom or something. Ooh, Jin getting more skills. I'm proud of him.
You can rely on me.
I'm pretty sure that was the 150 critical hits. Yeah. Nothing else, too. I think I want to keep going up this way, because unless I'm mistaken, from going up, we get to see this going on here, but we all snow. Oh, I thought we'd get a skip travel point for this. That would have made our lives easier. I guess I'll go down here and risk my life and limb for this. Oh boy. Oh, there's that landmark that I wanted to get, right there. That's what I meant. I meant to do that. Oh. I was about to say Jin wants to kill one of these. Let's see if we can manage it. No, we can't.
I think we're ready now. Beat this off, dumbass!
Best death quote! Best death quote.
We can take them on a bit later.
Finding that'll make our lives convenient later. Back to the Aletta garrison with us.
Even on familiar.
I realized this in post. During this super brief moment in the story, if you go to the campsite here, you trigger a cutscene. But I think that if you were to go to any other campsite on any other Titan, there might be a camp conversation that can't be viewed anywhere else at any other time. Because the last camp convo was about dealing with the Gogles, which we've done. If you have footage of this or can prove or disprove it, I'd like to know.
Amazing, Laura. Even when I foresee your movements, you counter me instantly.
I couldn't do it without Hazel's power. What about you? I don't see you using Mithra's hidden ability.
And what if we did?
Well, if you did, I just have to bring out my original blade.
Master Adam. Your evening meal is ready for you.
Oh, is it that time already?
The days are so long at this time of year. I just start losing track.
Oh, finished already? That's a shame. I was hoping to join in.
Join in? By yourself?
His Majesty has many pressing matters to attend to. Besides, I'm used to working alone.
A driver and blade are one in body and soul. That's their very nature. You're not at full strength without him.
It's not so simple as all that. I know I've yet to unlock the depths of your power.
Really? I feel like I've been giving it my all.
But you never stop growing. At any rate, Hayes' ability to restrict other blades is indispensable. It's perfect for training. We're lucky.
When she stops me using my foresight, it's certainly difficult.
Oh, but you honor me too much. I'm just happy to help you both in any way I can.
Next to each other like that, you really do look like twins, you two.
It's rare for the driver's nature to appear so strongly in their blade.
People tell me that from time to time, but is it really true?
Perhaps. But whatever the reason, I am happy if I look even a little like you, my lady.
We're even the same dress size.
Right?
By the way, we want to try taking you on next, Jin.
Well, how about it, Jin?
I'm afraid I don't particularly like fighting.
And to think we're hearing that from the strongest man in Torna.
But perhaps there's truth in those words. After all, he, or rather, they...
My lord, my lady, we've discovered Malos's target. The capital.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, no doubt about it.
Hi.
Malice? And here I thought I had seen the last of you.
Now. I never meant our parting would be forever, you know. I've just been to see the Torn Titan. I bet it'd be real interesting to see it in its true form.
Where did you learn that?
Learn? Inside my core, I have all the data of all blades and titans.
You have all of it? You think to call yourself the Master Blade?
Sure, why not? Sounds good. So, exciting, right? My partner. I hear you gave her to that Tornin prince.
And if I did, you'd erase me? Just like that?
Not at all. I have a much better idea than that. I've decided my next target is Torna.
Why would you tell me so plainly?
So you know what to look forward to as you watch.
I see. So this comes from the Quester. But he doesn't know what Malos is planning for Torna.
We should probably hurry.
Soon. We'll go once Hugo's back.